Hi, Lisa here again, and today I'm going to talk to you about unpacking your Scentsy and getting your warmer all set up. I've got a green marble warmer here that I'm going to use as my demonstration model, and I've got winter pine Scentsy bar. Okay, we'll start with the warmer. When you open it up, there is a safety instructions in with it. It's in multiple languages. Keep the bit in English. When you unpack, the top has got the tray in it, and then in the bottom we have the actual warmer. Now, if you bought your warmer from me, the actual power cord will be in the box as well. I always put them in the box, otherwise I forget them, and then you'll be ringing me to say, Lisa, I've got no power cable. Anyway, tidy that up. On the back you can see that you've got the part where your plug plugs into, an on-off switch, and a little glow light to tell you that your warmer's on. We're going to set that down. We're going to take out our tray and put that together. And then I'm going to unwrap the plug. The plug has a little plastic coating on it. I'll always leave that on, especially if I leave it in the box, just because it means that the plug isn't going to damage the warmer. I'm going to plug into the back of the warmer and then into the power. So once you've plugged it in, you just turn it on, and it's not on. Oops, this time I've plugged it in and turned the power on, so that when I turn the switch, there we go, the light's on, and that means that the plate is heating. So you can leave that sitting there while that's starting to warm up. We're just going to get the bar ready. When you open the bar, and as I said, this is a winter pine, smells of pine trees. There's a cardboard cover on it that slips off. It's not really a sealant, it's just to protect the wax in case it melts or gets warm. This time of the year in New Zealand, not really an issue. And I would always leave the bar somewhere dark and colder, a hallway, a cupboard. I wouldn't leave them in the window, especially in the summer, because Scentsy melts at such a low rate, it will melt in the sun. So the best way to get the first bit out is to actually push the block like a bar of chocolate right out of the plastic, and you'll see that it just pops out like that. And then holding it over, because you do get a little bit of breakage, split it like a bar of chocolate. 1, 2. Pop your cube in the warmer and let it settle there. The instructions say 1 to 2 cubes for your warmer. I would always start with 1 cube, see how you find the scent. And then if you find it's not quite strong enough for your space, add another one. But you can always add to it. Once you've put it in, it's hard to take it away. So I just start with 1. Remembering that this one little cube will give 8 to 10 hours of scenting. So that will have us, once it's melted, scenting beautifully for 8 to 10 hours. So as you can see, the wax is all melted. It's all liquid. Now there is still a little bit, I'm not sure if you can see it, a wee bit of solid wax around it, and that's because today is extremely cold. On cold days you might find that the wax doesn't all completely melt, but because I want to show you how to get rid of the wax, we're going to move on. So the easiest way, when the scent is all gone, so remembering that the wax won't actually evaporate, it'll keep the same volume for the whole 8 to 10 hours that you warm it. It's just that it will eventually lose its ability to scent. Once it has lost the ability to scent and you want to swap it over, the easiest way to do it is take a couple of cotton wool balls and pop them in. And you just want to leave them for about 5 minutes, and all of the wax will soak up into the balls and you can throw them out. So you can see that the wax has all been absorbed by the cotton wool balls. Just give it a wipe round if there's any loose stuff. Pop that in the bin, and then just taking your paper towel, just give your dish a good rub round and a clean. There we go, all ready for our next fabulous scent. Another way that you can get rid of the wax is a way that I quite like to use, and it's to make it into a fire starter. And what you need is a egg carton, and what you do is you take your wax and you just tip it into one of the holes of your egg carton. So you can see there, I've just tipped the wax in. Now because the wax isn't very heated very hot, it'll go solid quite quick. And you can see that on the warmer plate it's already going solid. And what I do is take a paper towel and just give that a good wipe down while it's still warm. Then you are all ready to go for your next step. And then the last step with making our firelighter, you can see that that's setting, still not fully set, but while it's at this stage, what you can do is just chop your square out, let that fully solidify, and there's your fire starter.